Hey everyone, Katrina here. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by for today's Moterm unboxing. I got myself some birthday money and I decided to treat myself to a Traveler's Notebook. I do have one from Traveler's Notebook Company, which I adore and love and have been using. And I know there's inserts that you can get for it, but it just, for me, seemed unlimited, kind of limited. Plus, I wanted to have something a little more girly. So after watching many videos on the YouTubes, I went to Amazon and I bought myself this one. All of their packaging comes in this nice little black box, and then each of them comes in a case. Now, this is to protect the leather. You can keep this. To me, it's kind of a little smelly. What I'm going to do is make a case for it, but a bag for it, but I'm going to use this like as the pattern and maybe reuse this cord, and then I will like it a little more than this. But it's very nice that they do this so it protects during the shipping. So here she is. I haven't named her yet. I might name her Olivia. After all, it's olive green. This is a pebble leather. Let me bring the camera down just a little so you guys can see it a little better. Let's see if the camera picks that up. It comes with 3 notebooks. So if you are new to Traveler's Notebooks or to journaling, you won't have to go out and get this. Just pick up a pen and start writing. I personally don't use this particular type of paper in here. I know, call me a paper snob. I like my paper, the Tobin River paper, or I like it a little thicker, like 160 GSM. This is 100. Don't get me wrong, I'll probably end up using them because waste not, want not. But if you're one that doesn't want ghosting behind the paper, then I would suggest for you to put 2 of them together in between, which will lessen your pages because they come with 32 sheets each, which is 64 pages each. So it comes in this blank. Then they give you one that is graphed, and it's a dark graph. So if you're one that wants a light graph, then you might want to gift that to someone. And then the last one is lined paper. I'm not really big on lined paper. I usually use graph or blank paper, but who knows? I might change my mind and use some of this. Since they're all stapled, what you could do is unstaple them, mix up the papers, or make one thick one, and then restaple it, or if you're brave enough and have a sewing machine, just sew it down the center, and then you'll know that the papers will stay in place. Here she is. I'm going to bring the camera down just a little so you can see all the beautiful details. I took those out already so I could show you the 3 strings. It comes with 3 strings, so you can put 3 of them. But if you're not into the strings but you want this type of notebook, you have these secretarial pockets you could use. So for example, just take the back page and slip it into there and you're good to go. Or you can slip another one here, or you can have this and then 2 of them on the strings. I've seen a lot of people that they don't always put them on the strings because they don't want to, you know, open it up and write actually on the notebook cover. What also drew me to this cover is the pockets. Usually people use this as a wallet too. I am not going to use it as a wallet. I'm going to use it more as to store washi tape. So if you remember my video that I showed you about how I use the cutting boards from the $1.25 store, cut them down to size, round them, I'll mark the video about right here. And then you just put as much washi tape you want on it. And I'm using cocoa, I love cocoa, as a sample. So this first pocket here will go about to there. Then you'll have 8 more pockets. So what I'm going to do is I will cut it to about there, use my edge punch or my rounder, and then I can make them. So for example, let's put cocoa in there. That's what it would look like. So besides the secretarial pockets, you also get this back pocket. I'll put this ruler in here so you can see a little better detail. It's the length of the journal. The side or the back pocket here is approximately, let's put it the right way, about 3.5. And then the front pocket is a little short, about 2.5. Also, you come in the front, let's bring the camera down just a little. You have this zipper part. And it's lined, whoops, it's lined. So you have this whole front pocket depth to put items in. Now the description said that it was an upgrade design back pocket, and I think this is what they were talking about. Right here. They made this whole big back pocket so you can slip lots of things in there. And just to show you, it's the whole thing. If you can see my fingers moving around in there. It's the whole thing that you can slip items in there. So you have it on both sides. Has 2 snaps. So when you first start, you can have it snap there. As you can see, all 3 of them, those traveler notebooks that go in there will, easily fit in there. But if your traveler notebooks get fluffy, they give you a second snap, a roo. So then you'll be able to hold all the items that you want to hold into it. Another thing I like about it is this pin loop. One, it's sticking out this way instead of being sewn in this way. And it also has elastic. So if you have a fountain pen or a regular pen, a fat one, you'll be able to get it in and out easily. I haven't had problems just yet. I am planning to do another video once I decide exactly what I'm going to put in this. But for right now, I just wanted to show you the unboxing of it. Thank you. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Remember, messy hands, happy life. See you next time. Bye.